just your laptop, computer, or smartphone. Intrigued? Well, stay tuned because Michael Carnegie is about to unveil the secrets of an exciting online business. Friends, this isn't your typical business. In fact, it's so unique that you don't sell a single product. Instead, you share the incredible benefits of this opportunity with others, helping them kickstart their journey to passive income. And the best part? It's automated, running 24/7, 365 days a year. So what's the catch? There isn't one. No need to stock inventory, handle shipping, or deal with customer service. Just sit back, relax, and watch your income grow. But how do you get started? That's the easy part. The entire training program is video-based, making it accessible to anyone, regardless of their background or experience. And if you ever find yourself in need of guidance, mentors are there to support you every step of the way. Now you might be wondering, what's the real payoff? Well, here it is. More time with your family. Picture never missing out on your children's important milestones, creating countless memories due to increased travel time, and having the financial freedom to save for retirement and even that dream home. Imagine a life where you're not tied to a 9-to-5 routine, but instead you're in control of your time and your destiny. This is not just a business opportunity, it's a lifestyle change. If you're ready to take the plunge into a world of unlimited potential, where your success is only limited by your ambition, then this online business may just be the game changer you've been waiting for. To learn more and start your journey to financial freedom, visit the website at www.michaelmcarnegie.com. That's www.michaelmcarnegie.com. Don't let this opportunity pass you by.
The world is a troubled place. We must find time to save the human race. Love, unity, and empathy has no place among the human race. In this transition, when we live in love and harmony and show respect with unity, only love can set us free to fight injustice wherever it be. Just said the hungry must be fed, but man can't live by only bread. We have the future in our hands. Let's take the trot to the promised land. Jamaica, Ethiopia, America, calling, Nyan-Ko-Pong, calling, Nyan-Ko-Pong, calling, Nyan-Ko-Pong, calling, Nyan-Ko-Pong. From the middle of the graveyard to the center of the sea, our ancestors, are you and me, we are the great ones. From the beginning of time, we have the heart, the soul, the body, and the mind. Calling, Nyan-Ko-Pong, calling, Nyan-Ko-Pong, calling, Nyan-Ko-Pong, calling. United we stand, divided we fall. All for one and one for all. Some never know themselves until them back against the wall.
Some will never ever know themselves until their back is against the wall. Grand rising each and every one. How y'all doing today? Everything is everything.
Grand rising.
Grand rising, Chief.
Grand rising. Yeah, man. Yo, brother Earl, me see you coming at this discussion today, but boy, man, I tell you, thing hard. You know what I mean? A lot of things need to be put forward. So,
A
when
lot
we
of
have
things,
run, go
a
ahead.
lot of things needed to be said. A lot of things needed to be heard.
Yes. We're trying to pack in as much as possible because our people are way behind time when it comes down to our knowledge base and our spirituality. So when we get a chance to pack in, brothers and sisters, I am doing a promotion with the Marcus Garvey celebration on TikTok. So that is what we're talking about to Brother Earl, because he came across the feed today and it was a lot of knowledge that was being dished out. Whole heap of knowledge. Whole heap of knowledge. But we're inside the classroom. Akeem, before we go any further, you can give me a call today, open up a microphone, no walk one. Me looking at the chat, I see you asking some question, a review with the pan. So
Yeah,
anything where you
yeah,
need.
Grand Rising, everybody. That was about what the letter name again?
What?
To be the occupancy of the office of the executioner.
I don't know you broke up, but I'm going to the class the message chat where you sent to us as far as your concern, and do you guys have a template for the executor letter? I'd love to send them ASAP. Executor letter. What do you mean executor letter?
All right, so I
Yes.
guess you guys haven't read that far then. Um, Nana Chanel had
We
put up something
discussed.
in the
Carry on.
Nana
Sorry.
Chanel had put up the thing in the chat room about it's a book, right? And she was reading out of that book. It's I think a blue background with like red writing and stuff like that, or white writing, whatever it was.
The last time we
But
met, she was reading from that book.
yes, so that's the book that I actually read all the way through and was finished with the book, and I realized that they're stating based on the fact that you are the estate and your name is a trust and the whole nine, you got to become the executor of become the executor for that estate, if I remember
So
correctly.
you're
And by
talking
doing
about
that, you have to.
you're talking about the estate and trust administrative document that Nana had put in the group. I'm looking at it right now.
I have no idea if you put a administrative document, but I know that you put a whole. I think it was 53 pages or something like that, or 83 pages, something like that.
Yes. I have it here.
So based on that they're saying to take control of everything because remember in the trust you got
No,
different.
you're breaking up terribly, but you need to station somewhere where we can hear you properly because you're breaking up terribly.
All right, you can hear me better.
Much better now, my brother.
All right. Remember, with the trust, you got different parts of the trust. So with this now, you become basically the top because you will be the lawgiver for the trust at that point by becoming the executor for the trust.
All right, so let's not waste any more time. I think we have the man of the hour right here that can answer some of those questions that you have. Willie, I know you're here with us. Thank you for joining us. The class is in full swing. Our brother Akeem was asking about the executor of the trust affidavit that we need to furnish. I don't know if you could advise him from there, but I'll turn the floor over to you, Willie. Thank you so much for joining us.
Not a
And you can take
affidavit.
over.
It's not an affidavit,
A,
just a
notification.
letter.
Notification.
We know what I
Just a
talk about already.
All right. Go ahead, Willie. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, good evening, everyone, or grand rising, as you would say. How is everybody doing today?
Doing good, doing good.
Everybody look
Irie,
everybody
man.
good.
Irie.
Yes, Ire,
Yeah, man.
everything Ire. Yeah, man. Where are you? Where are you, James? You look Jamaican. Or
Yeah, man.
sorry, Nyan-Ko-Pong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Um,
man.
What about you?
Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Huh?
Baton Rouge,
Baton Rouge,
Louisiana. Yeah.
Louisiana. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
We all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Earl?
I'm in New York.
Okay, so I can throw a stone and hit you from where I am in Canada. So you're not far away. Yeah. Danny, what about you? Where are you?
Danny is across the pond in the UK. Maybe he's not hearing us properly. And Akeem is in New York also.
I'm
The
not
rest of
seeing Akeem.
sisters
Where is
and
he?
Yeah, I'm in London.
Oh, you're in London. No, don't not say you talk it, Virgin. London, not London.
No,
London.
I actually have a Birmingham accent.
Okay.
I have a Birmingham.
That's all right.
Yeah, I talk like this, you know. This is how I really talk, you know. As opposed to the London country accent. So my accent, them consider as a country accent.
Okay. Yeah, man, it sounds like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so somebody was asking something about trust. I'm not seeing anybody else. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of
Akeem.
us. Who was asking about
Kareem.
Yeah,
trust?
Willie. Yeah, Willie. It was the letter of occupancy. That's what I was asking about. If there was like a template for it or
Letter of
anything like
occupancy.
that.
What is a letter of occupancy?
Yeah, that's the terminology. Let me look at the thing and tell you.
For trust?
No, it's not really for trust. It's for in case that, all right, if you have somebody send you a ticket or a bill and they won't stop, you send them that letter to let them understand that you actually run in the trust. You control the trust.
If somebody send you a letter, what kind of letter?
Hold on 2 seconds. I'll tell you right now.
Okay. Well, we're burning up here in Canada.
Yes. While he's looking up for that, any question you have pertaining to documents, Willie's much aware of it. One of the main reasons why I invited over Brother Willie back tonight was for him to show the thin line between sovereignty and cooperation, if we may use that terminology. And some of us, I was mentioning to our brother Willie this morning, is of the mindset that yes, I have a document and that is all I need and I don't need to do nothing else. When we try to tell brothers and sisters about the process part of the sovereign documents, a lot of people are like, man, I don't need to know that because I already know this. And I wanted Willie to just bring us up to scratch with the reality. Before I give Willie the scene, there is something that I want to play prior to that. You find your thing yet?
Yeah, man.
My
Been
brother.
find it, and that's how we find for stop. Been find him, that's how we find you for stop.
Okay, go ahead, my brother. Sorry.
It's the executor letter.
We're not cut off in nobody head in a brethren. It's not execute, we're executing. We're executor. It's the same word, but you have to know the context to which you're using it. It's spelled the same way, but in one context is the executor, and one when you chop off a man's head is the executor.
Well, either are the same word.
Yeah.
Different meaning.
We have to know how to pronounce it. It depends on the context. So what you're saying about the executor letter now?
Based on the fact that we are trying to take control of the straw man, this is the best way to take control of it, by sending out these letters when, like, if you keep getting tickets or a bill coming through for any reason or anything like that, and they won't stop, you send that to them.
Okay, well, not necessarily. What you need to send to them is your declaration. I hear Raskadai said it many months ago that we come through the border and they say, what do you have to declare? And we declare, so we have fry fish and we have soursop, but we never declare our status. So the first thing you do is declare your status to the world, and you put it on a public forum. So see it here, it can be as a one-page document saying, I declare that I am the owner and operator of my vessel on earth from the moment my zygote first formed, together with all DNA and all substance matter in any way associated with me and my incarnation. And I further declare that I accept my divine origin and all honor, right, title, and material interests I am owed. I declare my political status as an American state national born within the physical borders of wherever it is. I declare under penalty of perjury under the public law of the United States of America and from without the United States and without the United States of America territories that I reject, renounce, and remove all powers of attorney granted by me or issued under my name prior to this day. I declare under penalty of perjury under the public law of the United States of America and from without the United States and without the United States of America territories that I reject, renounce, and remove all any allegiance to any king or prince or foreign state, foreign government, flag, or thing. I declare under penalty of perjury under the United States of America and from without the United States and without the United States of America territories that I have never knowingly, willingly, and voluntarily pledged myself to any incorporated entity at all, including but not limited to any incorporated church, synagogue, mosque, or temple. I declare under penalty of perjury under the public law of the United States of America and from without the United States and without the United States of America territories that I have never knowingly, willingly, or voluntarily pledged myself to any foreign sovereign or separated myself from my birthright political status. I declare, publish, and affirm under penalty of perjury under the public law of the United States of America and from without the United States and without the United States of American territories that my house is established in wherever it is, county, and my home is established in wherever, like Nevada, and no other presumption or impersonation is allowed. I declare under the aforementioned penalties that I am a lawful inheritor, landlord, keeper, and guardian of the rightful and lawful government of this country, acting with full right, authority, responsibility, and honor, now and always, while my tenure on earth shall last. And I present this Declaration of Naturalization Act of 1779 and place it upon the public record of wherever it is, in this case, Nevada Assembly. Notice to agent is notice to principal, and notice to principal is notice to agent. This declaration is valid, true, correct, and complete in all jurisdiction of law, air, land, sea. So signed and sealed this day. I put the date, I, a Washington Assembly Recording Secretary, an international notarial witness, do hereby affirm that the declarant, that's you, has been positively identified, and I have witnessed their signing of this declaration of the Naturalization Act of 1779. So it's something as simple as this you can use to declare your status, and you put it on public record. Yeah? And that alone say, back off. I am not one of you. Leave me alone. So you have to have your declaration, and you have to make it public. Simple as that. Taking you out of their jurisdiction, out of their... So when they read this now, they say, all right, that one doesn't belong to us. Are you with me, brother?
Yes, I am with you. It is called a declaration of nationalization. So it is said that the declaration of intention, also known as first paper, is a document that an immigrant files to become a U.S. citizen after living in the country for at least 2 years. The declaration is filed in duplicate with the Attorney General, along with an applicant that the Attorney General approves and prescribe. The declaration and petition forms used for naturalization contain similar information and may include the following after 1906: a birth paper, mental status, spouse or children, port of arrival, date of arrival, vessel of arrival, occupation, physical description, marriages, date, and age. So that is similar to what Willie, but what Willie has just put forward is more in depth on a personal basis.
All right, so watch me now. Watch me now. That one is a deception. That one is putting you back into the United States. The corporation, the one I'm reading, is taking you out of the corporation. So these people are about trying to confuse people. So once you start and all those things, you know that that is not your category, because you have different category of citizenship in America, and you have state national. You have different form. You have different citizenship and different naturalization thing. So what you're trying to do is going to naturalization as a state national. You're not going to citizenship. If you're going back to citizenship, you're going into trouble. And then as a Nyan-Ko-Pongian, your declaration would be maroon. That's your declaration.
Within your jurisdiction.
Yeah, right. So your declaration would not be would be different because you are a Nyan-Ko-Pongian. If there's such a word, I'm making that one up, but you know what I mean. Once you declare your status, that takes you out of their jurisdiction, and that's what we want to do. And when we declare it, we publicize it, record it, and well, Nyan-Ko-Pong must have a public website, and you don't have to limit it there, so you can go as many public websites as possible. And also, you know what I would suggest? You get a little QR code Make your little son, them know little computer thing, design a little bar code for it. And then you say, officer, scan this to me. I'm not in an argument. Just scan that for me. Boom, him scan it. Wow, it leads you right to your declaration website at Nyan-Ko-Pong or wherever you put it, wherever public record, Facebook, it doesn't matter. The important thing is it is made public that you are this and you're not one of them. So once you're not one of them, they have no jurisdiction over you. And there is where if you now declare your status, you are now allowed to travel with your private plate. So if Nyan-Ko-Pong have a private plate, you use that. If Nyan-Ko-Pong have a passport, or a travel card, you use that. Whatever it is, so you stay in your lane. Are you with me, everybody? You're staying in your lane. And I was talking to Chief Raskadice today. And I was saying to him, you know what is going to mess up a lot of us? Money. Today, I won't call his name, but a friend of mine sent me showing off and me saying get couple $1,000 from the system as a result of his tribal identity. And I laugh within myself and him say, boy, you know, respect me, you know. No, you have to respect me because I get money from them. I say, what a jackass to myself. I say to him. Let me tell you something, people. How they pull you in your jurisdiction is to offer you handout, offer you money, offer you things. That's how they buy out the chief them here. That's how they buy out, what you call it, Bill Gates buy out Big Nose, Andrew Holness. That's how you get bought out by them offering you something. Once you take something from them, you have just sold out. And if you sue them and you win and you take money from them, them can whop you back on you and say, let me give you an example. You know Willie go down the road and Willie thief a car. Willie come and show you the car and say, yo, me just take what a car. And I say, and you look at me and say, Willie, but you're a big thief, man. I never know you're a thief. Well, all along, me think you're honest, man. You're a thief, Willie, you're a fraud. But after a while, you see him one now want to ride. And I say, Willie, drop me down the road. Willie, beg you one of them tire, then I can fit my car. What are you doing? You're participating in my fraud. You just call me fraud, say you're a big fraud, you're a big thief, Willie. I shouldn't tell the people them care, but at the same time, you beg me a ride. What I'm trying to say is, people, if they offer you money and you're a sovereign and you take it, or you sue them and you win money and you take their, remember, we're saying the fiat currency is a fraudulent debt note. It's not real money. Silver and gold is real money. And if you run go take money from these people and say you're sovereign, you're sovereignty. Are you with me, people? Make sense?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes.
Because some people are play one game we're playing in Jamaica in the river, on the bank, in the river, on the bank, in the river, on the bank. You have to make up your mind. Are you going sovereign and stay sovereign? Are you playing with them and play? You cannot mix private and public. It's better you stay with them and just say, yo, you know what, may I just be them bitch and done. May I just be a citizen and it. May just work with them program and nothing. May just whatever. Me know them, may I them bitch and can do anything and may have to just work with them. Me willing to work with them. Or you say, yo, me now work with on a system. May I come out on a system. May I give up everything. I'm gone over here, so. So when them offer you nothing, if they offer you $1 billion, you say, yo, keep your $1 billion because I know you try to buy me out.
Yeah.
That's how they hook a lot of people. They offer you things and you're glad and say, yo, yeah, money, you know, see, then give me money. You just gave up your sovereignty because the only money you're supposed to have is the Nyan-Ko-Pong money. What you call it again, Ras?
Lumi.
The Lumi is what you stick to. Because the Lumi is coming from a sovereign, your sovereign government. So people, we have to make up our mind what we're about, because these people will trap you and then screw you over, as they have done many people who have declared sovereignty, but still a mix up. You declare sovereignty, yet still you still have passport for them. You still have them driver's license. You still have not claim your birth certificate. So you still have those. You still have collect benefit from them, but you're sovereign. It doesn't work like that. They'll screw you over and lock your ass up, because they'll say you call us fraud and you're helping us to commit fraud. You're going to your courthouse.
Brother Willie, we want the message, but the message, I don't know, your internet is fluctuating. It is not
really?
steady, and you're saying some very... Yes, but now you hear, but I don't know
what to do. I have no control over that. This thing, when them ready, they mess. You don't know what the age away now. They mess with things where they don't want to hear, you know. Yeah, when them don't want to hear thing, they mess with the thing. Because them listen to, you know. And by the way, you all are welcome who are listening, outsiders. See, my computer run hot. You can't know when them are listening. Woo! But we welcome them, because them know say Babylon is falling, and
it's chopping up. Just all right, give us a minute, because we control AI. AI don't control us.
I can't
As
hear
you hear
him.
what Brother Willie is speaking on, he's speaking about... Where's the Crystal?
I can't hear him. There's no chopping. I've heard everything he said.
Let me know. Are you all hearing really loud and clear?
Grand Rising, I'm hearing him loud and clear.
Okay, maybe a Russ.
All right.
Maybe.
Yeah. All right, continue.
All right, where was I? So what I'm trying to tell you people is we've got to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. We've got to stay in our lane. We've got to know what we're about. And we've got to stop playing in the river and the bank. Them don't have you in the river already and the seas. So what you're doing, you're saying, okay, I'm taking myself out of the sea. Hey, I'm going on the land. Whatever is on the land, I'm a man of the land. Therefore, everything on the land belongs to me. The house may have belong to me. The land may have belong to me. My status tell you that I go by natural law. I don't go by the sea laws, codes, and statutes. That's for you over there. I don't vote in your political thing. It's off. My name is off your register. You don't have no power of attorney. If I go to court, I don't use your lawyer. See, even the same gentleman may I tell you about, the old man mix up. Him go to court and he must say, I'm sovereign. I'm challenging your jurisdiction that you don't, I'm a living man. But at the same time, the same man attack to the duty council, which is like a liar. When you talk to the liar, you give yourself over to jurisdiction and you waive all of your rights. What? You give up all of your rights. You say, I don't know law. I'm an imbecile. I can't defend myself. I need a third party. I need a member of the bar to talk for me. So you give up jurisdiction. So you're going to claim sovereignty at the same time. I forget it right, people. Are you with me? So if you have Nyan-Ko-Pong, you say I just Nyan-Ko-Pong straight. If you say United States citizen, a United States citizen. But you can't say Nyan-Ko-Pong and United States citizen. And they're going to try have the best of both worlds. It doesn't work like that. And they will screw you over and put your ass in jail. Because they just want you to give them ammunition for shoot you. Figuratively speaking. So if you know, say, and let me say this. Sorry, the guy is not here. Last week, a gentleman asked. He asked a question. So when I become a Maroon, I don't have to. I don't need a driver's license, or I don't have to register my car, or whatever. And I'm saying I wanted to. Sorry, he's not here. But listen, that should not be our priority. That should not be our priority. If you go and you get 3 lessons to fly a plane, does that make you a pilot? Talk to me, people. Talk to me now. If you know, say a man only go to the weekend and then get 3 lessons and then put him around the steering wheel, around the pipe, in the cockpit for fly the plane. And they say, ladies and gentlemen, we shot a pilot now. The vaccine kill off all of them. Now we really need pilot urgently. So we just give this guy 3 days. And we're hoping that he take you safely and fly the plane and land the plane. Would you go?
Me take the boat.
No.
So the Bible says little knowledge is a dangerous thing. A little knowledge is a dangerous thing. Take your time, come to class and learn what Ross is trying to teach you and all your teachers. Because you've got to get, before you can fly this plane, you have to go get a couple lessons well. You have to go learn how to start up the plane. You have to go learn how to check the engine. You have to have a to-do list that you have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 20, 40 different things you have to check before you turn on the engine and warm up the engine. And then now when you fly, you have to learn to fly in a different weather. Because maybe the first time them give you some lesson, just nice weather. But guess what? Later on, you got turbulence. You have to know how to angle that. So the point is, you can't get 1, 2 little lessons from Nyan-Ko-Pong and you say, oh, I'm suffering now. No, you got to learn to fly the Nyan-Ko-Pong plane. Or you go and crash land. So take your time, learn the laws, learn about sovereignty, learn about status, learn how to use. Because if you go out there and make a fool of yourself, you're going to be in trouble with the law. Any questions?
Hold on there. If there's no question, I have a little spice I want to drop into it, because when you hear Willie say that, you need to know the fullness. I have a tape and I can't play it. I don't want to play it because I don't want to breach anyone's privacy. But what Willie is getting at is you will have brothers and sisters who go out there and they're saying Nyan-Ko-Pong. No, we teach our brothers and sisters to be courteous to the agent, because as we've said before, the agents are actually under orders to issue codes and status. We work from a jurisdiction of law, land, air, water, and sea. So if those laws are not broken, no codes can be put beside you. But when you go into the courtroom, because of how the courthouse is set up, they have a bribing system that is well oiled for us, Because first, intimidation is what is used. And then after intimidation don't succeed, they come to be this lamb-like beast. Oh, let us give you somebody to represent you. How about we make James talk on behalf of you? James is not a Nyan-Ko-Pong representative, but James is going to come up and represent the corporation now, which is a conflict of interest. As I was saying to Willie today, that when the court appoints a quote-unquote lawyer, attorney, or whatsoever it is to defend you, they orchestrate the crime, then they employ somebody to be a mirror of the crime that they have created to bring a solution, as what they say. But that person is working under the codes and status that they provide. So you can't beat them if you go inside their courtroom under contract and stand in their jurisdiction, whether it by representation, verbally, or document-wise. Because at the end of the day, anything that a corporation gives you, they own it. As we say in Nyan-Ko-Pong, if you create it,
you
own it.
So anything at all they create and give to you comes with rules and regulation. So therefore, is Nyan-Ko-Pong rules and regulation a part of the corporation? No,
Nope.
it's not. But the rules and the regulation of the corporation will try to intimidate you that your rules are not necessary. But our rules are coming through not codes and status, but through laws of the land, laws of the air, laws of the water.
And I want to chip in and add to what you just said. And this is very important that we follow this, because from time to time you may have to appear in court, making special appearance. Now, they will try to trip you up. What they're trying to do when they say come to court, they know they don't invite the living man to court. They invite the all caps. And you now appear and say you're the all caps, you're the vessel. So you're bearing responsibility. But if you go there with your first name alone, and they say, are you Ras Gadais is your last name? And you say yes. You just give them all authority to do any damn thing with you. But if you say I'm just Ras, oh, you're not Gadais? No, not Ras Gadais. Just a family name. That's not relevant here. So, like the video where you said, we get it out of that. Then now, you have to make sure you know what is your role there. You in a court, what are you? You are the administrator. And what is the judge? The judge is also an administrator. So when the true administrator show up and you realize he's administrating over your account and you show up, him back down. Remember the other day, the video where you shared, Miras? When the judge run out of the court, eh?
Yep.
The judge run out of the. I hope you share that with the class. When him say, "Are you the representative?" Say, "No. Are you the agent?" No. I am just the administrator for the account. And
you know why? Go ahead, Willie.
You're not the representative. Get up, just sit down, sir. And he might try to give you a command. And if you obey the command right away, you give jurisdiction. When him says sit down, arrest him. Come and take him out of the court.
Can I interject here? You know, I did that last year when I was in court for my son, and they calling me Miss Campbell. I said, no, I'm Angela Rose. I'm not Campbell. I'm not Miss Campbell. So that was November. In January, I went back to court. They addressed me Angela Rose. And I don't stand up. When the judge come in, I don't stand up. And I see they're looking. And all the time they send for 2 policy officers. When I'm talking, there's 2 policy officers coming about. I should listen to the judge. I said to one of them, you don't know what's happening in this court. So you don't come here and tell me to listen to the judge, because the judge is not doing right by my son right now. So what you're saying to me might as well just be quiet, let me talk. Another time the defense barrister come over to me, Angela Rose, talk to me, I'll talk for you. I said, no, I can talk for myself. I am talking on behalf of my son, who you said you're defending, that they have on Zoom at the moment. You're not defending him one bit. So when next policy officer come up, oh, you need to listen. I said, I don't need to listen. I am telling her what I need to tell her. She's not defending my son. So you go and come style me you and tell me that I need to listen. This court, there's no real court since 1973. This is not a courtroom, nor a courthouse. This is just a place of business. And ask, where's the bond? Who has the highest bidder on this case? And they just sit there and listen to me, listen to me until the judge say, we put up till next week, set a date for next week. And he walk out. I wait until he walk out the court before I walk out the court. So thanks for these classes, I'm learning a little bit.
Excellent. No, you did well. You said the right things. Well, I don't tell you that I know everything that goes on in there because first of all, when you go that place, you gotta keep your words limited. You're in China, you don't speak Hindu or whatever language they speak. You don't speak Mandarin. What the Indian them speak again, Ras? What them speak again? Sikh and
Hindu.
whatever language them speak. Eh?
Speak Hindu
Right.
language.
You don't.
Hindu.
So if you go in there and you chat too much, they're saying, well, you understand everything where we're going with. One of the biggest throw off to them, as I said before, is that I don't know a thing what to do in here. I have no idea what to do because guess what? I am a man of the land. It's like the fish. The fish can swim in the sea. But if you take out the fish and put him on dry land, guess what? Him can't survive. We make to live on the land. If you put us in the water, we drown. So everybody have their different territories. They are doing what they do best, which is the sea law they apply, which is maritime, but they bring you in off the land onto the sea. And if you go there and you don't understand the sea language and you there arguing the sea language, there you're saying that I understand what goes on in at the sea. But when you shut your mouth and limit what you say, then now them don't have much jurisdiction over you because you're saying that I have no idea what the... Look, I wasn't there when they were writing the codes and the statutes, and there are a billion of them in some book fixer. How the hell me for know both on the codes? No, I'm a man on the land. I know common law. Don't hurt anybody and just don't harm anybody with my life. And that's what I abide by. So we have to be careful. And there is not the place. Let me tell you something. It's trespass. You see, when them take you and say it's contempt, it's not no contempt, you know, it's trespass. You're trespassing when you go in court. I wonder if you get to me as a people.
You're under their jurisdiction and anything. Anytime you don't abide by the rules of those jurisdictions, you're trespassing. You're in my house if I tell you I don't want no pork on the stove. Yeah.
You're out there, you come in on my vessel. I come run up your mouth in on my vessel. You're trespassing. Boy, take this, man. So them tell you about contempt, you know, no contempt. It's trespass. You're trespassing in the people them place. That's why it's best when you're going there, you don't know a thing where you're going. And when you want to speak, before you even reach the courthouse, all the way you have to say in your affidavit. First of all, as I said last week, what's the first thing I'm going to hit them on top of the documents to court? Anybody remember? If you have a court, what's the first thing on the top of your file?
You claim is your property, your name has to be claimed properly. So you're outside of their jurisdiction. So the first thing on your file is your status in the documents. Who are you? Who are you? Where you come from?
What name, so? Where them people come from?
The minute you ask that question, that means you're outside of your jurisdiction.
Yes.
If you are a judge, if you ask me, what is Nyan-Ko-Pong or who is Nyan-Ko-Pong? That means you're speaking. I don't understand you, Your Honor. You're speaking French.
Yes.
But this is a while ago. I don't understand.
Because as a Nyan-Ko-Pong, we speak patois.
Yes, I.
Them speak What's something names them when them write a spelling, them put spell by you, you go in there and them put spell by you. The more you use them word, the more spell you get by yourself.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So
yes.
the best thing to do is before you even reach court. All right, the other day them slap on handcuff by my risk, right by my property. And when them say you're charged for so and so and so and so, you understand? So, huh? Understand? No, I don't understand nothing. You don't understand? No, I mean I understand nothing. You know, so them take off this up my wrist. I'll kid you not. And then call the supervisor. And then say, what should we do? Because him say him don't understand. Second time you do it, the border official them do that to me last year.
Oh my God.
When me going at the border official and them handcuff me and put me around the place. So and so you're charged for hindering and this and that and that. Cause me never give them permission to search my car. I say you're not going to touch my car now. You're not going to touch my car. You're not going to search my car. Don't consent. So them hard at me out of my vehicle now. So me say, is that an order you're giving me? Tell me. I need to know if it's an order because if you go McDonald's and you make an order, you have to pay for your order. Not true?
True.
You have to pay. So me try to get him. I say, give me an order. Order me out of my vehicle.
Is
that an
place
order?
An order.
Yes.
Place an order,
Okay.
please. Place an order.
Yes, place your order. And the man place him order. I say, yes, I'm ordering you. Okay, I said,
Let me serve you now. Let me serve you.
And then I step out. And then put on the handcuff and camera and I say, so you know you're charged for this and that. So you understand? I said, no, I don't understand nothing. All I understand is you should let me go home. That's the only thing I understand. And it done fool
me. I'm a free man.
Yeah, it done fool me, so I don't understand. And then him got to his supervisor and say, what me for do now? He must say him don't understand. What me for do? All right, go to phase 2 now. Oh, tell him, say, he must call him counselor and make him counselor. Because that's your voter, your representative. Nyan-Ko-Pong no have no voter. Them no depend on voters list.
No. We don't have any citizens around here. We don't have sovereign. We don't have citizens.
Yes, so you don't have no representative. So I'm saying, call you political leader. I say, I don't need any.
We deal with common law.
Yeah.
We deal with priests and high chief. And them not under your jurisdiction.
Yeah, and then him say now, all right, you may call a lawyer and blah, 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 blah. I said, no, thank you. I don't need no lawyer.
Let me call
and he read me my rights. I say, do you understand? No, I don't understand nothing. No, I understand. Let me go on my yard. Because I don't commit no crime.
For real.
Willie, hold on. Because, brothers and sisters, I'm going to play something because there is no such thing as a victimless crime. I want to play something where we have a gentleman inside the courthouse here, resembling the said sentiments that you hear Willie offering out there, where he's telling the courts that their status and their codes are not law. And I think our people, once they get that into their head, the fear factor will minimize, because breaking the law, I just asked a question, and when I finish playing, I want you to tell me if there's any such thing as a victimless crime. Hold on, family.
I'm very upset. With that said, I said there's no Fourth Amendment violation, right? Laughing out loud here. I'm laughing. I'm very upset. With that said, I sent it to the man behind me, the fire chief back here. He told me he's an honorable man and that he took an oath to the Constitution and he would investigate it. He got back to me within 2 hours, sent me codes. Codes do not trump constitutional rights. He sent me codes saying that he can come on my property whenever he wants. Now, he too cherry picks codes and doesn't understand how to read or write them. The entire outlet of that specifically says you have to have the owner's permission, which is myself. You have to have an administrative warrant, which he did not, or there has to be an immense danger, meaning there's a fire that can go into my building. He had none of them. But since he showed me his incompetence, I wrote him back again, showed him his errors, and sent him the Supreme Court cases saying that my building is protected under the Fourth Amendment right. he had the audacity to write me back and attack me personally, tell me his people can come on my property whenever they want to, and there's basically nothing I can do about it. So I sent it to this man right here. This man right here, the city manager right here, when I finally got a hold of him, he blatantly told me to do whatever the fire department tells me to do and that he can come on my property whenever he wants. That's a direct violation of the Fourth Amendment, and I do not appreciate it. If I am not on the agenda in 2 weeks, you will have a federal case for Fourth Amendment right violations and a civil suit, and I will bring the news station down here to talk to every single one of y'all. That's
Yep. Is there any such thing as a victimless crime, people?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you see, this is
No.
all right. Let's analyze what this gentleman is saying.
Yes.
First thing we're going to have to do where he's concerned, all the mumbo jumbo him talking in a court is just them not even hear him if he's a citizen.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking to deaf, it's falling on deaf ears. If he's a citizen, once you're a citizen, you are supposed to obey the codes. Because codes tie citizenship tie you to codes and statute. So you can't charge them for violating constitutional right because them never tell you nothing about constitution under them codes. If you say you're common law now and you're a Nyan-Ko-Pong, you're sovereign and your citizenship is with Nyan-Ko-Pong, not with the United States. Then you have argument for talk about constitution because they don't talk about constitution in those jurisdictions. They talk about codes, you violate codes. And how did you put me under codes? Citizenship, birth certificate, driver's license, passport. You're under code. Whether you believe it or not, you have signed up to code. If you live in Jamaica, you're a citizen. I'm sorry. If you have not renounced your citizenship and go to Nyan-Ko-Pong, you're still under them codes. What is? What is this? You get what I'm saying, people?
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
So don't get it mixed up. If you don't change your status, you can't go into them code, go talk about constitution and then you violate constitution. Them literally say them in a no, they're foreigners on the land, put you under codes, put you in a them citizenship, capture you, and accept you escape out of their system and renounce their citizenship, their citizenship and come on the land. I'm sorry. But you sign up for it because that's what the passport, the birth certificate, the driver's license, the birth, all of those things put you under them until you renounce it. You're obligated to obey their codes and statutes. I'm sorry.
Hold on. I want to point out something here that when you do a status change, right? A status change. There's not a. I believe there is maybe a minor and a major status change. Now, you were born and given an estate as to your birth paper. Now, when you reclaim that estate, which is your property, you, when you do your status change, have to put that property under the estate that is recognized by you, the living man. And that is why the notification is very, very, very important, because all the benefits of the birth paper, it does belong to you as a citizen of the state. But because you're no longer a property of the state, whatever the state is giving to that citizen, you are actually the beneficiary, but you have to be notified properly. It's like your address. You were living at one address and you moved to another, but you have not left notification at that address that this is where you reside now. Your change of status is what you use as a notification to the corporation of you being eligible and not an imbecile not to take care of your estate, which is the living man, and the name as your property in whatever form or shape it may present itself.
But hold on, Neras. Hold on, stick up in.
Yes.
Don't forget something. In their law, They do not deal with the living man. They deal with the dead. The
And
birth
that is why
certificate in all caps mean it is dead. It is they turn, in other words, them turn you into a dead man and say, he's dead. All his estate belong to us. We're administrating it until you change your status and say, hey, I'm alive. Hello.
that's what I just said. But within changing your status, that birth paper that is representing a living man, which is a dead product, not a dead entity, but a product. Just like this mouse here, it is a mouse that activates my computer. But if I don't move that mouse, it doesn't have that activation. Your birth paper is a bond paper. And if you don't status your bond paper, it will be there and the corporation will see it as a dead entity and they will move in like a bunch of cockroach and devour your estate, your clan names and all of these property that is attached to you. Yes.
Yeah, which is why when you're changing your status, one of the things to do, and the most important, is to put a claim and a lien on your birth certificate to say you are the only authorized
representative
person or man who can touch that. If anybody else touch it, they're a fraud. That is why when you go to the court and you say, and them want Ras Godeyes, and you say, I am just Ras. Here is Ras Godey, the birth certificate, who's who you want. This is what you want. The piece of paper you're calling out. But I am the administrator for that. So don't touch it. If you go administrate it, judge, you're committing a fraud.
Yes.
So that is why it's important to take control and to take it out of their jurisdiction, and your name too, the name that they create for you, the all caps name, you put a lien on it and you notify them too that they're not.
Hold on. That is what we've just said a while ago, because
to touch it,
you know
the answer. They don't touch anything, man.
Hold on, Willie, hold on. You remember as it is in the beginning, as it is in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. You know, we started out today our class. The main question that was asked by Kareem was about the executor of your estate. You are the executor of the estate. Your name is not just ink and paper. It is life. It's the thought. It is a living product. And this living product, that's why your autograph now, which is the thought from you manifesting it on paper, must be in the right context. Why we put the comma and we put the acronyms in front of your name and thing is to put a stop. These are simple things that make the ownership of your estate very important. And once you have accepted or declared your ancestral lineage, it goes before even when you were born. That's why we say the rights of our ancestors is the right for us also. Things that they didn't do, we are entitled not to do it. They didn't pay tax to walk to be on the earth. We're not doing it. They did not pay tax to take a deep breath. We're not doing it. And anyone or any man or woman who want to stand up and tell us that they know what our ancestors did before this time and they were doing it, they have to prove it to us. We have the thing called the law on our side, and we are standing by that. Go ahead, Willie.
All right. So when we're using words, one of the first modus operandi that we must employ, if you have a Black's Law, you go to it. If you have Etimon online, you have, well, not if you have Etimon online. So let us look at the meaning of words. When you look at the word executor, it says person appointed to see that a will is carried into effect. person appointed to see that a will is carried into effect. Let's look at administrator. ADMINISTRATOR. Let us see what administrator means. One who has been given authority to manage. So administrator is the one who has been given authority to manage. You see the difference here?
So you said the word administrator is more efficient than
yes,
executor.
Because you have been given authority to manage something, while the executor is dealing with a will. So when you're dealing with a trust, back to the gentleman, is it when you're using, you have to, and you all of us should know, do you all know the difference between a trust and a will? Do we? Can somebody break down what is the difference between a trust and a will? Talk to me.
A trust is basically stuff you leave for people to build on, to create a legacy. A will is basically stuff you leave for people to do whatever they want to do.
Anybody else?
A will is where you want your belongings, how you want your belongings distributed after your death. That's the will. The trust is basically how it's maintained and organized, and how it's the upkeeping of your assets. It's I yield.
All right, good attempt. Anybody else? Difference between trust and will.
Trust and will.
What's the difference? We're looking at the difference.
Well, a trust is in my perspective, a trust as far as an individual estate goes. A trust is that understanding that whatever I have, it's under that trust. I am responsible for that trust. A will is when I'm making a request for you to do with my trust.
All right. Okay, so I hear some interesting answers. I'm going to break it down very simple for us to understand.
Yes.
Trust and will is basically the same concept. You're behind for, let's say, your children or your offspring. But the difference is the will is statutory. It need an executor and it go through court to probate. And this is where the lawyers help themselves to your estate, charge how much money to probate it, judge get for him portion, government get for them portion, and them eat out enough of it. Sometimes, let's say just a house will value 200,000. By the time them done get for them thing, the picnic them maybe get 50,000 because them are going to eat it out. That's the will. We're going to be probated because the lawyers and the government, everybody are down in your estate. The trust now, on the other hand, you own the house. You want Timmy to get it. So you call somebody who you trust. So you who have the house say, I want Timmy, my son, to get this house when I gone. And you write a trust. And you say, I want Timmy to get this house. I am the giver, the grantor. And you make a declaration of what you want, all you want, when him forget it, etc. and you give the trustee that and say, Mr. Trustee, give my son this when I pass on. Give Tim this when I pass on. It does not go through probate for the lawyers to help themselves to it. So it avoid the courthouse, and you still, the trustee, when you pass on, he obeys all you said in your declaration, in your trust, what you wanted to do. And so he pass it on. You say, give it my son when he's 18. When he turn 18, the trustee say, hey, daddy leave this here, mommy leave this here. Here is the house. And it's no courthouse. So that's the difference. It's a concept, it's passing down. One go through the courthouse, which is the will, and it needs an executor, which is usually a lawyer, and them help themselves. But the trust avoid the court, and it goes straight to the beneficiary. So you have in the trust, you have the grantor, you have the trustee, and you have the beneficiary. Did I make myself clear?
And we can flip that around when you go into the courthouse as to the judge, the prosecutor, and yourself. Whenever you go into the courthouse, see exactly what Willie just said to you. The judge is actually trying to get into your estate. The prosecutor is actually assisting the judge to get into your estate. And then you give permission for both criminal to enter your estate because they both get paid.
Yeah, because what they're saying, in the courthouse, hey, trustee, you've been a bad trustee, and I am taking over the trustee.
I am more.
I am now the beneficiary, and you come in a court, boy. Come in a court and give me permission as the beneficiary to get where they leave. So them help yourself to the estate, because you go there and give them permission as the beneficiary. So now you being a bad trustee, because you do something wrong, the beneficiary them say, give me my money. So them turn out the beneficiary. That's what is happening there in the courthouse. Them make themselves the beneficiary and make you the trustee while you should be the beneficiary. And them the trustee.
And it brings us back to the point where that is why they have to presume you're a dead entity. Because by right, you're a product. You're on the stock market. They're there to make money. This is not about law when you go into the court. It's about money, brothers and sisters, because they don't try you on the law. There's only one law, common law. As a civil jurisdiction, where I'm being tried by my peers, people who are living in the said community, it is one law for all of us. But how are you using maritime law now to charge us commercially? You're using maritime law to charge us commercially to dip into our estate. I wonder if we don't wake up and see what Willie touch on the night evening here. This is the crux of the fraudulency that is being perpetrated on us every single day. The first set of fraudulent is that you're not judged by law. It is not law that is judging you. It is codes and status. And these can be made up by any buffoon. Any buffoon can put up a sign and say, no trespassing. And when he put up that sign, he can shoot you. Because there's a sign there. It's not a law. It's a code and a status. Or somebody say, yo, I don't want nobody come over here so after 6. And you have to know it. So I think what we're driving in tonight is you have to know yourself when you declare yourself. When you make a declaration as to your status, you're declaring that everything that happens to your estate that attach itself to that name, which is a property, you have full dominion over it.
And just to add, what we need to be looking at these days, we have to go back to the common law. And we don't have to wait on somebody to do it. What does common law do? When there's a law that has been violated, we can rent, we cannot rent. The court is a public building for you, me, Sheet, and the old lady, because we're paying taxes. You can ask for a room in the court. You can find out the names of all the violators who was involved in breaking the law against you, against your property, against whoever. Summon them to that courtroom, and you have 12 people of your peers, and you put the law that was broken and say, sir, you broke this law, and so today you did such and such, and you violated the law of the land. And you put them on trial, and you put it to the jury, and the jury said, well, look into the evidence that you present to the jury, and they say, sir, you're guilty of, you violate one of Nyan-Ko-Pong members, and the jury has found you guilty. And you ask the sheriff to assist you to execute that. People think to say you have to go have some degree. No. A man violate you, you ask for a courtroom, or you can't even do it on Zoom. You can do it on Yardi, whatever this thing is. You call 12 of your peers, you send them the summons, make sure you get them name right. Make sure you can get also them bond, because every public official, public servant with them name, they have to have a bond. And it is your right to know their bond. And if they violate them, they're being your servant, and I go on like a them are your master, and you call them up and say, hey, you're the servant, I'm the master here. You violate me. And the servant not supposed to violate. And now you cannot operate because I'm going to hit that bond. And you run jury on them. You get a grand jury. That's common law, grand jury. So all you need is 12 people. All you need is a law that was violated. And you run court on them. And a lot of us don't understand we have that power. We have that power. And you can use a lien. It's not hard to do a UCC lien on them. Put a lien against them bond. Why is it that you think that they're afraid to give their name? If you ask a policeman his name or a judge's name, like I'd keep doing it. 2 weeks in a row I went to court. The first week I said to the judge, what's your name? She's shocked because nobody asked them their name. Oh, I'm Justice Robinson. That's your name? Justice Robinson? Yes, that's all you need to know. I'm Justice Robinson. Okay, I'm not there for fight with you, so I know. Okay, thank you. The other day again, fierce the red man. What's your name, sir? Phillips. Okay, Phillips. He's not gonna say Stephen Phillips. Because what? Afraid. If you say call the police and say, what's your name? Constable Brown. No, I mean your first name and your last name. No, you don't need to. Me not get our first name. Constable Brown. I dare you to make a policeman tell you their first name. I don't know what it is in Jamaica, but I know here in Canada, you dare not ask them their first name. Because they never give. Why is it? Your public servant don't want to give their name. They're afraid you go after their private capacity and sue them and destroy their bond. When you destroy their bond, they can't work. When they violate you. But we need to go back to common law so that they respect. Because, listen to me, and this is a follow-up from what I'm just saying. When we decide to sue them in their own court, the lower court rule against you. So you say, let me go to a federal court. Federal court say, boy, I'm for uphold my friend them, don't so call. We work for the same organization, the bar. And then you go Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court says, so sorry, no, we have to go to all the car. Guess what? All of we work for the same association, the bar. So we can't really rule against. Now and again, we don't want to look too bad, so we might just say, yeah, all right, give him like a winning. But normally, they don't rule against each other. It's just like me coming to your house, and one of your children hit me, and me say, boy, bring him, make me chop off him head, no boss. Make me chop off the picnic head, because I pick the yes, sir, Willie, boy. Yeah, my brother, but me sorry, me now make you chop off my picnic head. Me sorry, Willie. So they're not going to rule against each other. You get what I'm saying, people? because they're all taking an oath to each other, and they're all one big happy family. So when you come in there with your case now, you're trespassing, and they're not going to give you any perks. That's just how the system is. So that's why we have to go back to common law and bring them back to the land and say, you are here trespassing on our land, and you violate with your code and statute. 18 USC 241-242 says, if any of you conspire to deprive us of our right constitutionally, we can hold you guilty. But you think say you're going to hold them guilty in them court? No, you have to go back to common law, get 12 of your friends, them, call them up, subpoena them. Don't them subpoena you too and say come to court? You can subpoena them and say come to court, boy, because you violate the law yet. And at there, so we need to go. Simple. And there's where the world going back right now. So we're not going to them court, go sue them. Right now, if me get 12 of our peers, may have some issues when I want to deal with them, but I summon them for violate me. I'll find them guilty and put a lien, a levy, and abandon them. Because that's just a solution. So going to their court, first of all, you're dead. Where a dead man can't talk. So you're coming to court, come talk. We don't deal with, they don't deal with the living. They see you as dead in their court. So I don't care where you run up your mouth and say, and even when them answer you, they still not hear nothing what you say. The other day I see it with one of our brethren. And the man talk, him say, I don't touch him. Mute him. Nowadays, they have the power for the Zoom thing. Then just when you talk, you make sense. And mute you and say, you know, make no sense. Anyway, people, I just thought I'd share that with you this evening. I don't know if you have any question, but we have to go back to common law, man. I say especially like how Nyan-Ko-Pong is rising and growing. Oh my gosh, man. Court should have called a long time with what them hold on upon ambassador. What? Get the name.
Willie.
Court upon them.
Willie, not going to come over here.
The shock said it's not done yet under the emperor.
Well, yo, people, any question for Willie? Because that's so, if you allow Willie just deal with the issue.
Right. Sorry, sir. Am I up?
No, and all is well. You know, Willie, as you know, we're finding solution for our challenges because it's a process. And as much as I'm happy that you mentioned Ambassador Michael, we are still working on it because we know it could happen to any one of us. But there's certain things that we touch on tonight where I want to know, tread lightly on it. If you're going to operate your citizenship within your sovereign jurisdiction, make sure the sovereign is over the citizenship and not the citizenship over the sovereign. And I believe a lot of us right here really want liberation. We jump at the very thought of living without the consequence of the corporation over our neck. But we have to remember that we have to take control of our estate because the corporation is looking for a free ride. And anything that they give to us, remember, if they create it, they own it. So if them create some fraudulent approach for us to take things from them and we don't have our T's crossed and our I's them dot, they will find a way to come back with on you. As much as Ambassador Michael is sitting there, remember the Excellency Marcus Messiah Garvey. When they could not get around the 7 miles of Black Star Line, them charge him for mail fraud. So we know so right now the corporation is not changed. The leopard don't change them spot. But what is happening now, as Willie have just shared with us, is that there's a method to the madness. And we must, I say, we must apply the method to this madness so we can come out of it. We're not here to fool any one of our brothers and sisters and tell them that it's an easy road. Because as much as we spend an hour here, our hour is not enough to know all of the tricks and trades that the corporation try to pull on our people. But we know that each little stone that we chisel out is one less hassle for the next generation coming. And I do hope that we can get into deeper reasoning and we can find a way through. Any question for Willie before he goes?
I would like to get an understanding on something. I've got a affidavit to send to the court. I've sent it before, but it wasn't notarized. So I phone up this commissioner or ask him to notarize it for me. I can send it out again. And he's saying, what's this? You can't send this to the courts. This is not proper to send to the courts. All right. So I am wondering if I have to get it notarized to send to the judge.
Hold on. A notary is asking you what you are sending out that they don't understand, and they are saying that they don't want to notarize it. All the notaries are witnesses, nothing else, nothing more. Them not nothing for you, you know. They're performing a public service that they have volunteered. That person can lose that opportunity just by discriminating. If you carry a blank piece of paper to a notary to sign, them need to sign it. You are the living woman. They work for you. So that's discrimination, and that's ignorance they're portraying on you because they're offering a service, and sometimes them even charge for this service, which they should not do.
Yes, he does.
Hold on there. I'm chip in here. There may be a reason why they're saying something is wrong with it. It may not just be it may be something is missing. It could be that it's not structured right. It could be that it's not presented right. So you have to follow a structure to your affidavit. It has to be properly structured, have the essential ingredients. Because what is an affidavit? An affidavit is really a statements of facts, statement of truth, under penalty of perjury. So you're saying, I am going to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. When I was walking down the road, the man thumped me on my face without me touch him, and me take the knife and me stab him, and he end up dead. I did not mean to kill him, but he end up dead, and I am sorry, but this is exactly what happened. So I swear, I did not go in his way. You tell the truth from your heart. And you do it under penalty of perjury. And when you take it to the notary, you say, you don't have to make him know the content, as Ross just said. You can just say, look, sir, I'm doing an affidavit. I just want you to bear witness that this is me signing it. And here I'm signing before you, and you sign on the line. Can you say you see me sign? And him say yes, and seal it. And you got it, and you go.
Okay, you asked me to forward it to him via email first.
Why am I get so private? Are you a private estate? But try getting up, Angela.
No.
Okay.
Angela.
No.
Okay.
You're supposed to sign in front of him, and him say, I saw you, I witnessed you sign it, and that's all he needs. He don't have to know nothing else.
Yeah, if you're going to a court of law, and the judge say, is this the notary? Yes. And then said to the notary, did you see her notify her property in front of you? And that all them are doing, you know?
Yeah.
The only thing is he is doing it on a piece of paper. But if push come to shove and the judge say, bring that notary person over here, so he must take and come over there because him is your witness to your estate. This is not his estate, it's your estate, Angie.
Yeah, he notified stuff for me before.
Well, but he's trying to get into your estate. He's not allowed to do that. And if you must know about your autograph. Your autograph is not. It is a property, a living property, because you, the living woman, is the one who making this autograph. So anyone that is there where you're going to give authority over your autograph, you have to know what extent of authority they're getting.
Mm. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you
and
so much
let
for
me
that.
give you another thing that you can do. If you are having difficulty getting a notary, all you do, create 3 little lines on your paper and have 3 witnesses sign it. That's it. That's law.
And it's done.
And it's law. Yeah. They can't say once you have the 3 witnesses, you're good. It's just that in some jurisdiction they will want to insist no, it has to be notary. But by law, international law, once 2 or 3 witnesses witness to anything, it is law. It is law.
I've got 12 signatures and thumbprints on it. But the day when I posted it, Ambassador Michael said I should get it notarized before I send it off to the court.
Yeah, and I would prefer to work with Play It Safe because they have a way to railroad people on the procedure because they did that to me recently too. They use procedure to sometimes railroad you. So if that's a notary, let's work with the notary because you don't really have nothing to lose. You have more to gain because if you don't get that notarized and you become careless, them use that against you, and then before you know it, you have no recourse. So work with the notary. And if one turn you down,
yeah, try and find another one.
Go have online notary now. You have notary can't go in front of.
All right. We are way over our time. Thank you so much, Brother Willie. Thank you so much, Brother Earl and Brother Kareem, and of course, Brother James, alongside Sister Angela. Tomorrow we will continue our revision. Our revision is very important because it's a sharpening thing, and I will have some more information as to our next semester. As I said, we are trying to access grants in our next challenge, what we're going to face. So I can't emphasize how important that is. Sister Angela, I don't know, you sent something to me, but I'm going to call you after class and we chat some more. And I wanted to talk to Crystal because Crystal bring up some more goodies as far as some documents. I think she has Nigel wife documents ready and her daughter, and that is supposed to have 3 offspring that is also declaring. We are doing it little by little, brothers and sisters, but of course it takes time. Brother James, we see the Empress a walk up and down in the place, you don't want when them come for grab people, you back out your documents and she say, baby, I thought you loved me. Brother James, make we get
man. Share work funny, man.
Thank you so much, guys. The next thing I want to emphasize on is our offspring. Not because they are under 12, we figure more or less that they won't use some little brigadista thing to take away our offspring. We are going hard on September. We're going to have a special before the September recruitment because what we're putting in place is some little things where we start give to the school. The school must have some things from the sovereign that teaches them how to deal with our offspring, as far as teaching them with their curriculum, as far as celebrating their fraudulent Black History Month and their fraudulent holidays. We need to be notified prior to these things so we can take our offspring side of their jurisdiction so our offspring does not get mentally damaged by the corporation. Also, we have a fee schedule that we'll be shipping out to all of our sovereign that has completed our classes, because your fee sheet, your fee schedule will be going towards courts, it will be going towards custom officers, going towards any agent that for your time. You will put the watch on immediately because, as you notice, we have started a census also for Nyan-Ko-Pong, and we send it out there where the census is. Once you're using your documents and you get any discrimination, we already, as you hear Brother Willie tell you, you don't ask people, you don't ask a policeman for only his number. Try to get his first name, his middle name, and his clan name, because they are registered and insured by Procter and Gamble, And we know that Procter & Gamble don't hesitate to take out the insurance when you put them in higher scheme. So there's so much things to do. If there's no other more question right now, I just want to say, we shall have it.
Shall have it. I have that.
We
I
shall
have
have
that.
it.
We shall have it.
What was that, Sister Sharon? Angela?
When I went to the bank Monday, and
Hold
used
on,
my
I'll
back
call you.
card,
I'll call you. I will
I
call you
have
after I
that
finish.
woman stopping me, and I was recording her, you know.
You recording her?
Yes, I was recording her, and she even called me rude. You recorded me? You're rude.
No, you're a public servant. You're in a public domain. That's
Yeah.
don't.
We shall have it. We shall have it.
The world is a troubled place. We must find time to save the human race. Love, unity, and empathy has no place among the human race. In this transition. When we live in love and harmony and show respect with unity, only